everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media Channel. This is your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 274. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And look, guys, it is early on Sunday morning when I am filming this. Of course, I'm going to be putting this out on Monday afternoon. I've got my coffee right here. I am ready to dig into some really awesome physical media news today. Now, we didn't get as many announcements this week as we did last week, which should be good for the length of this episode. It shouldn't be 50 minutes like last week, but who knows? I get to talking sometimes. But let me go ahead and bring up my physical media report account, which if you're not yet following, I've got that link down below. I try to break this stuff or post this stuff as soon as it gets announced. Sometimes I get behind, but I'm trying to be better about it. So if you want to know what's going on in the world of physical media as it's getting announced, as it's coming out, follow this page over on Instagram. Again, that is linked down below. And I also have my regular mid-level media account, which you can follow as well. So let's see. I'm going to put myself at the bottom right here. Hopefully that'll be good. But before we get into it, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. Comment down below. What are you excited about of everything that we cover here today? Maybe you're not excited about anything. Sometimes people just comment like, I don't care about anything that's going on right now in the world of physical media. Ken, this all sucks. When are we getting, the mask on 4K? I don't know, guys. Your guess is as good as mine. I wish we were getting the mask on 4K. When is Turtles going to be announced? Arrow will announce it, I think, before the end of the year. We'll get to that. But let me know, is there anything you're excited about? Let me know that in the comment section below. Okay. Let's just get into it, guys. Let's not waste any time. Let's start with I Know What You Did Last Summer. And I Know What You Did Last Summer is getting a 4K steelbook. Now, there's also a Blu-ray and a regular 4K for pre-order, but we don't have that official artwork yet. This is the 2025 remake, requel, whatever you want to call it. I don't reboots. I don't know what this is. I guess it's a sequel technically, because I think Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. come back as their characters. But this is available to pre-order on Amazon right now. This is the 4K steelbook. It is Sony. There's been, controversy lately with them putting a 4K out and a Blu-ray, or putting a 4K steelbook out and just a Blu-ray, or a 4K steelbook and just a 4K and no Blu-ray, or just a 4K and no Blu-ray. But some people don't care. Some people are just like, I don't care. Just give me the 4K, Ken. That's what I got from my comment video when I talked about, what was that? Until Dawn, on 4K. But yeah, this is getting a 4K steelbook. It looks like it's going to get a regular 4K and a Blu-ray because those pre-orders are already up on Amazon. But this steelbook is going to have both the 4K. It's going to have the Blu-ray. It's going to have the digital. And yeah, it looks okay. I mean, you got somebody in a bloody bath on the back. You got a hook. It's fine. You're next. Yeah, on the inside, wrote in the condensation, the shower condensation. I don't know, guys. I haven't seen this movie yet. Have you? Are you excited to pick up the steelbook? Let me know in the comment section below. All right. This is a pretty big one, guys. Ron Howard film Cinderella Man, starring Russell Crowe and Renee Zellweger, is coming to 4K from Universal, and this is coming out on September the 16th. And can I just say, we talked about this last week. I think Universal is like quietly killing it this year with 4K upgrades. Like, they are really upgrading a lot of their back catalog stuff, and I'm here for it. This is a prestige film, and I have seen Cinderella Man. It's been a very long time. I wouldn't mind rewatching it, to be honest. I remember it being a very good movie. But this is coming out from Universal Pictures on September the 16th. It's available to pre-order on groove.com for $24.95. It is also right now, guys, available on Blu-ray .com as well, or not Blu-ray.com, Amazon. It's available on Amazon to pre-order as well. I'll link the Amazon down below, and I may also link the Groove down below as well, because Amazon may be a little bit more expensive, but usually that goes down in price before it comes out. But it's got some features: HDR10. It's going to have Dolby Vision. It's going to have a history and boxing ringside seats, the man, the movie, the legend, a filmmaking journey, Jim Braddock, the friends and family behind the legend, pre-fight preparation light. So I don't know if any of this stuff's going to be new. It's got a commentary with the director, Ron Howard, which is cool. Feature commentary with co-writer, Cliff Hollingsworth. So I don't know if that's a bunch of new commentaries or if they're older commentaries, but it looks like you're going to have 3 commentaries here, which is cool, and all kinds of special features. But yeah, it says over 3 hours of bonus features on the back right there as well. So I don't know, guys. Again, I don't know if this stuff's going to be any new or any or if it's going to be any new stuff or not. But Cinderella Man on 4K, it's another big movie, from the 2000s. I think it was nominated for Best Picture. Getting a 4K 20th anniversary edition. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. This one's kind of interesting. We've got Speak No Evil coming to 4K. Look, guys, Universal, they got a Universal. Universal is going to Universal. They're going to do it every time. Let's put out the Blu-ray. Let's wait 6 months and let's put out the 4K. That's why I try to warn you guys when Universal announces a new film on Blu-ray. If you really are like into 4K, now if you don't care, you don't care. Some people it's just fine picking up the new release on Blu-ray. Um, but if you were really into 4K and you really want to make sure you get these new movies on 4K, when it comes to Universal, just wait 6 months. Just wait 6 months and they'll throw it out on 4K. And it was kind of weird that they didn't do Speak No Evil on 4K when it first came out because that felt like a big Blumhouse production. And I didn't understand why they didn't do it initially on 4K, but the 4K is coming from Universal. Speak No Evil, the remake technically because there was already original, and the pre-order is available right now on Groove.com for $24.95. It's also available on Amazon, and it's coming out on September the 16th. This includes a 4K UHD Blu-ray and a digital copy of Speak No Evil, Dolby Vision, HDR10, and all that kind of stuff. I can say, guys, that I did watch this movie on Blu-ray. I do have the Blu-ray, and the Blu-ray looks really good. I'm sure the 4K will look better, but personally, I've got the Blu-ray and I'm fine with it. Same with Abigail. Like that just got announced from Screen Factory to come to 4K. I'm fine with just having the Blu-ray because I thought it looked that good on Blu-ray. I mean, most newer films, you're going to see a little bit of an uptick, but most of the time it's going to be pretty minuscule. The Blu-ray is going to look good. The 4K is going to look good. That's just my opinion, but I completely understand because if a 4K comes out and a Blu-ray comes out of a new film at the same time, I want to get the 4K because I just want the best version that's possible. But if I've already spent 22 bucks on a Blu-ray, then I'm fine. Just holding off, and maybe someday this will go down to 10 bucks and I'll grab it in Black Friday or something like that. But if you're really into 4K and you were smart enough to hold off, it is going to be available on 4K from Universal on September the 16th. And you all can comment down below your own thoughts on Universal strategy and how they put the Blu-ray out 4K. I mean, it's nothing new. I talked about this numerous times on the channel. It just kind of is what it is at this point. That's what Universal does. All right, next up, guys, we've got Lilo and Stitch. This is getting a 4K Steelbook and I think a Blu-ray edition from Disney on August the 26th. And yeah, a Blu-ray and a DVD will be available, but not a standard 4K. That's kind of the Disney model. But you're gonna have deleted scenes here. Ohana Means Family making Lilo and Stitch, bloopers, drawn to life. You got some good stuff here. Escape to Earth, Feeding Fish, Hulu performance. So yeah, it looks like you got some good features here. I mean, Disney always does a good job adding new features to their releases. And I mean, Lilo and Stitch isn't it like the highest grossing movie of the year so far? I think it is. I think that it surpassed Minecraft, the Minecraft movie. Which just goes to show you that family movies are hot right now. Like that's what's in. Like that's what's selling, like at least in the theater, family films. So Lilo and Stitch, I don't have a nostalgia for the original. I've talked about this before on the channel. So I didn't care to go see this. It may be great. Maybe I'll watch it someday, but I have no desire to see it anytime soon. But nice is getting a 4K Steelbook and a regular Blu-ray edition from Disney. We've also got, oh my goodness, guys. Take this, please, for the love of God. Take this with a grain of salt, okay? But I did think this was interesting. I found it on the internet, and I wanted to post about it, and I wanted to discuss it because what's being implied here, what's being implicated here, is very interesting for a variety of reasons. But this is the Terminator 2 film collection, and this is supposed to be coming out from Warner Brothers sometime in September. So somebody posted this on X. I think the username was HD Report. I think they may be on Instagram as well, but I don't think they're as active on Instagram. But HD Report, I saw this on my X account. And then I went to Blu-ray.com just to look it up. And it is also on Blu-ray.com, which, as we've talked about with Nightmare on Elm Street, means nothing at this point. because they just put up whatever on there now, apparently, and I'll talk about it, and then it'll come out that, oh, you were trolled, Kim. So I can't trust Blu-ray.com. I don't know HD Report enough to know if this is valid or not. But I did think it was interesting because it's coming from two sources. It is on Blu-ray.com, and it's also coming from HD Report, that we are getting a Terminator 2 film collection from Warner Brothers with both the first film on 4K and the second film on 4K. So first off, the first interesting thing with this that comes to mind is the fact that Terminator 2 came out from Lionsgate. I believe it's owned by Studio Canal in the UK. I believe that's the case, but it came out from Lionsgate in the US. Now we have seen before that, studios will shift and stuff. Certain movies will shift from studio to studio as far as physical media releases and who distributes them. So T2, came out from Lionsgate. Maybe now it can come out from Warner Brothers. I don't exactly know the legality of that, like the rights issues, the rights holdups, and all that kind of stuff to know the history of Terminator. Has it ever come out from Warner Brothers before? Or T2, has it ever come out from Warner Brothers before? Let me know in the comment section below. So rights do shift. I've seen Paramount put out a Blu-ray of something, and then Lionsgate put out a Blu-ray of something. I've seen Paramount put out a Blu-ray of something. I've seen Warner Brothers put out a Blu-ray of something. I've seen Sony put out a Blu-ray, I think, of all the same film. So I've seen rights shift like this before. So it is possible that Lionsgate no longer has the US rights to Terminator 2, and now it's going to Warner Brothers. That is possible, I guess. Um, but that's the reason it's kind of interesting, because usually the rights will be with one boutique label, it'll be with one studio at one time. So if Warner Brothers is going to have T2 on 4K in this collection, does that mean that Lionsgate no longer has T2? Does that mean that 4K is now out of print and they're not allowed to make any more? Again, it can mean a variety of things at this point, right? But another reason this is interesting is because it's a different studio. Does this mean that this could be a new transfer of T2? Because as we all know, T2 is one of the most hated, controversial 4K releases, I would say, of all time. It's still kind of held up as the standard for what not to do when it comes to a 4K restoration. And people have been calling for the redo of Terminator 2 on 4K for the longest time. So is that what this is? Is Warner Brothers coming back in to redo Terminator 2? Because I've heard, I forget who I heard this from the first time. I think it was the Digital Bits that kind of shed some light on this. But basically with T2, Studio Canal did an unauthorized upscale from the 3D to 4K, and that's where the 4K of T2 came from. It wasn't, supervised by James Cameron, and James Cameron wasn't responsible for that 4K restoration. That's what I've understood. So could this be a brand new 4K? Not saying this is going to be any better because of this, but could this be a brand new 4K restoration that's actually supervised by James Cameron from the ground up? That's what I'm kind of wondering. And could they be, but also, like, if they were gonna do that, wouldn't there be a little bit more fanfare about that? Wouldn't there be a little bit more hype, a little bit more promotion? Wouldn't T2 get its own like new 4K release from Warner Brothers? Or would they just group it in a double pack with the first one? It's kind of strange. So that's why I'm saying take this with a gigantic heaping, take this with a more heaping tablespoon of grains of salt. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Because I only believe this honestly, that this is actually going to happen. This is actually going to come out. Maybe like 25% of me believes that this is actually going to happen. But again, it's on Blu-ray.com. It's scheduled to come out sometime in September. I think it has a release date of September the 16th, actually. And this HD report is posting on X. So I don't know, guys. I think if this does come out, I think it's very unlikely that it's going to be a new restoration. I think it'll be the exact same that Studio Canal put out in the UK and that Lionsgate put out over here in the US, which is the exact same transfer. So I don't see this being any different at all, even if it does come out. But also, I have questions of it even coming out in the first place, because Lionsgate, from what I know, has the rights in the US. So I don't know, guys. The Terminator 2 film collection, it would be cool to have them together in a pack. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's cool. It's a cool cover right there, right? And you got the original Terminator, you got the T2 Terminator. It's cool looking. But I just don't know. And also, you got to look at the cover right here. Same thing, like when we talked about Nightmare on Elm Street, and this should have been a red flag as to why that wasn't real. But it's got a 4K and it's got a Blu-ray, and Warner Bros. Doesn't usually do the 4K and the Blu-ray. So that right there, kind of a little bit of a red flag as to whether or not this cover is real or not. But I did want to discuss it in today's video. It'll probably go up on the thumbnail. Um, and I just thought it was interesting to talk about. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Do you think this is real? Do you think there's any legitimacy to it? Let me know. All right, guys. Let's talk about this. Dangerous Animals is getting a 4K steelbook from IFC Films. And I don't know if this is an RLJE or if IFC is just doing their own stuff now. Because RLJE used to do some IFC stuff, I thought, and they also used to do Shutter, but now Shutter and IFC is kind of branching off. But this is going to be getting a 4K steelbook, and it's also going to be getting a regular Blu-ray, but it's not getting a regular 4K. It doesn't look like, but I'm going to get this probably because I've heard good things about the movie, and I am excited to check it out. It's got Jai Courtney in it as the villain, so it sounds kind of interesting. And I've heard it's one of the best shark movies in a long time. So I'm definitely probably going to grab this steelbook. Looks like a cool steelbook as well. But let me know if you're excited. This comes out on October the 7th from IFC Films, Dangerous Animals. Next up, guys, we got the Arrow video announcements that came out this past Friday. I did an entire video on all this stuff, but I'll cover it again very briefly. We got In the Mouth of Madness coming to 4K in the US, and I think it's in the UK as well. Spawn is also coming to 4K. Miss 45, a Abel Ferreira film, is coming to 4K. Return of the Living Dead is coming to 4K. Nice chunky box set. I think it's UK, or it is UK only though. And we'll kind of scroll over and I'll show you the more in-depth look at each one of these packaging. But yeah, the Return of the Living Dead one looks awesome. I'm definitely getting that. Also very excited for In the Mouth of Madness. And then Trick or Treat's getting a 4K steelbook as well. Then we got The Sadness getting multiple editions, exclusive cover art, and then an original cover art as well. And then, yeah, that's the entire slate of October releases for Arrow Video right there. So, yeah, I think they got 7 titles that are coming out in the month of October, a lot of horror stuff, and I'm excited for Spawn too. Like, so to me, like, this is a really awesome month. Like, The Sadness is great too, but I've already got a great edition of it. So, like, if you don't have The Sadness, like, I do highly recommend maybe getting that release. And of course, Trick or Treat is great. Um, let's head on to The Life of Chuck. This is coming to 4K from Decal. This is a neon film directed by Mike Flanagan. I think it's based on a Stephen King short story, and this is coming out on 4K and also Blu-ray on September the 30th. And it looks like you're going to have an audio commentary on this with Mike Flanagan. You're going to have a making of, exclusive on-set interviews with Tom Hiddleston. So yeah, this is one I'll definitely check out when it comes to home video. I don't know if I'm going to buy it or not, or just try to watch it on streaming. But it's a Flanagan film, and he's a great director, and I love pretty much everything he's ever done. So I'm excited to check this one out for sure. Next up, guys, we got Aztec Batman Clash of Empires, another DC animated film that I know nothing about. I know nothing about this world, guys. Why is there an Aztec Batman? Why is he clashing with empires? I don't know. But there's a 4K and a Blu-ray edition coming out from Warner Brothers, and it's coming out on September the 23rd. So there you go. Next up, guys, we got a really cool edition of The Return of Swamp Thing, directed by Jim Wynorski. This is also starring Heather Locklear. This is a cool movie. I still like the Wes Craven film a little bit better. This one's a little bit more batshit insane, but it's still fun. And it's got a good release from MVD Rewind, I think, Blu-ray release, and somebody else put out a 4K in the States. I can't remember who did, but this is, I think, a UK release of this. And this is coming out from British label Screenbound Pictures. But if you're just a big fan of this, I mean, this looks like a cool box set. It's got posters, it's got art cards. Looks like it's got, reversible cover art as well, the 4K disc, all kinds of stuff, guys. Audio commentaries, reflections of Swamp Thing. I don't know if that's going to be a new special feature or not. But yeah, if you're a fan of this and you're in the UK, you're getting a really cool edition, or maybe you want to import this if you're in the US. But I thought it was worth mentioning the Return of Swamp Thing Deluxe box set, 4K box set. Next up, this is just a pre-order on Amazon, and they didn't even have a studio like that's putting this out. So I don't know if this is like a self-funded movie, independent movie, but Cheech and Chong's last movie has a 4K steelbook up for pre-order on Amazon right now. I think for 35 bucks, and I've got I'll put the link for pre-order down below in the description. Yeah, I haven't seen a Cheech and Chong movie in a long time, and to be honest, I didn't even know they had a new film coming out. But honestly, this looks like a, Lionsgate steelbook just with the slipcover and everything, so I wonder if that's who helped them do the, physical media, release, but it's got a never before seen bonus features in it as well, which I think this is a brand new film, so yeah, it would make sense that it would have brand new bonus features as well. But yeah, let me know if you're excited for Cheech and Chong's last movie, 4K steelbook. I don't know if it's getting, like, regular Blu-ray 4K, but it does have a steelbook up for pre-order. Dogtooth, Yorgos Lanthimos' Dogtooth is coming to 4K from Kino Lorber, and this is coming out on September the 30th. This looks like a pretty cool edition that has a lot of special features. You got 2 discs, the 4K restoration of the film, supervised by Yorgos Lanthimos. You got Dolby Vision, HDR, audio commentaries on this as well. Then you got looks like you got a lot of new features that might have been because Kino did this one on Blu-ray. I got a funny story with Dogtooth. When I was really getting into Yorgos Lanthimos' filmography back when he did The Lobster, I think that was the first film I watched, so 2016, but then I watched, Killing of a Sacred Deer, which I loved, The Favorite I loved. I did not love Poor Things. I really didn't, but I really loved the movie he did after Poor Things, which nobody talked about, Kinds of Kindness, which is almost like a horror anthology. That was really cool. But I bought Dogtooth accidentally on DVD, and it was the Kino Lorber DVD. So I do own Dogtooth, and I bought it on DVD. It was 20 bucks. So I thought it was the Blu-ray because the pictures were kind of weird on Amazon. I thought it was when I was really getting into physical media too. So I didn't do my research as good as I should, probably as good as I would now. But I accidentally bought the DVD, still got it in the collection. Haven't watched the movie because it's DVD, and I didn't want to watch the DVD. I wanted to watch the Blu-ray at least. So this is one that I'll definitely get and add to the collection, the Yorgos Lanthimos collection, for sure. And another interesting thing with this release is I think, and this could be a good sign for things to come with Yorgos Lanthimos filmography. I think this is his first 4K. I think this is going to be Yorgos Lanthimos' first film in 4K because all of his other movies, three of them are from, or no, two of them are from A24. Well, no, I can't. I forget which ones are from. Two of them are from A24, The Lobster and The Killing of a Sacred Deer. Then the favorites, Fox Searchlight, and then I think Poor Things is Fox Searchlight. I think Kinds of Kindness is also Fox Searchlight, all Blu-ray. Those are all Blu-ray. I would absolutely love a second sight 4K release of Kinds of Kindness. Or not even, well, yeah, Kinds of Kindness too, but um, Killing of a Sacred Deer. I think Killing of a Sacred Deer would be a great second sight 4K, for sure. But yeah, Dogtooth is Yorgos Lanthimos' first film on 4K. So I think that's worth calling out the fact that he's going back and doing a restoration on this film. Could The Lobster be next? I think that could be a cool second sight as well. Or maybe, Kino will get it. Maybe A24 will start working with Kino. Who knows? Or maybe they'll put it out themselves. Nice 4K edition on their website. Who knows at this point, guys? Physical media is wild, but I did think that was worth noting. All right, guys. Next up, we've got, let's see. We've got The Man in Black. The Man in Black is getting a 4K release, 4K box set release from Hammer. And this is going to be a 2-disc 4K set, new 4K restoration of the film, HDR presentation of the film, new audio commentaries. You got a couple of new audio commentaries. And then you got a lot of special features here, it looks like. But yeah, I'm not too familiar with this film, but I thought this was worth noting. And I think this is a UK release also. Or maybe it's not. Maybe this is a US release. But no, looking at the disc, you got the ratings sticker right there on the disc. So I think this is an overseas release. Looks like it's a nice box set with a booklet inside. It looks like you got a poster, and it looks like you got a little media booklet case on the inside as well. But yeah, The Man in Black, not too familiar of it, but it was a nice box set, and I wanted to talk about it on the channel because maybe there are people out there that are familiar with it and you want to know about it. So I think it's available to pre-order on Diabolic and Orbit though if you're in the States. So that's cool. And it's coming out later this year. No official date. Oh my goodness, guys. Next up, we got Brian Bosworth and Stone Cold is coming to 4K, guys. Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold. That's the wrong Stone Cold. This is coming out at some point. It doesn't have an official announcement. I thought because it had the cover art, it would at least have a date, but it does not. It's a coming soon announcement from Kino Lorber. It's going to have a brand new HDR and Dolby Vision Master. So it does feel like we just got the Blu-ray for this. I did buy the Blu-ray for this like 2 years ago. So I don't know if I'll be getting the 4K, but if you really love the movie, maybe the 4K feels necessary to you of Stone Cold. Let me know in the comment section below. We've also got The Materialist, new A24 film. This is written and directed by the same director as Past Lives and Celine Song. And this has got Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans, and Pedro Pascal. So you got all Marvel actors right there, right? And this comes out on September the 30th. So this is available, I think, to pre-order on the A24 website. It'll probably be up on Amazon pretty soon as well, though, pretty soon. Then this has Dolby Atmos, it looks like. But just the Blu-ray, I don't think there's going to be a 4K to this. Director commentary, and you also got a couple of new features here, and you got 6 collectible postcards. So that's cool. All right, guys. Next up, another rumor to take with a grain of salt, okay? Because they've been talking about Brain Dead and Dead Alive. It's the same movie. Coming to 4K for, I think, since I've been on the internet talking about this stuff. So again, take it with a grain of salt, but apparently, according to somebody else on Reddit, Peter Jackson has confirmed that the new 4K restoration of Brain Dead, aka Dead Alive, has been completed. More info to be announced. So there you have it, guys. And the latest update on Brain Dead and Dead Alive, like I said, is not official until it's actually announced, because this is something people have been talking about for the longest time. I think like every 6 months, a new like update on this. I don't know where Peter Jackson confirmed this. I don't know where this person's getting this information. I think I saw in the comments section of the post that there was a screening of it somewhere. And that Peter Jackson confirmed it was coming to physical at some point. But the 4K restoration is apparently done if they screened it. So maybe it's possible, but who's going to put this out? Is it going to be Second Sight? Is it going to be Arrow Video? Is it going to be Screen Factory? Is it going to be Criterion? Who knows, guys? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But again, this is a rumor. I just want to be clear when I say that. All right. All right. So we're almost done with the new announcements. We got Faces of Death is now available to pre-order on the Dark Sky Films website for $29.99. And this is a Blu-ray steelbook. So I'll link this down below. It's only available on the Dark Sky Films website. Nice looking steelbook. I may get this at some point if it pops up on Amazon. And yeah, it's a cool one. I didn't Faces of Death like 1 through 4 just show up in Walmart. I think it was like a steelbook or something or collection. And a bunch of people bought it, and then Walmart took it off the shelves because they realized what it was. And I don't think that set's available anymore. So if you had that set, it's probably pretty valuable at this point. But maybe Dark Sky will put out all 4 of the movies exclusively on their website, and you'll be able to get them that way. So yeah, cool looking steelbook. And I've never seen Faces of Death, so this is one I may check out at some point. All right, let's go over to the deals, talk about some deals. We're making good time, guys. We're making good time with the Physical Media Report this week. Hopefully we can get out of here in 35 to 40 minutes. But you do have Van Helsing on 4K for $10. You got The Protege. I got all the best 4K deals, guys. Goodfellas for $10.66. Suicide Squad for $11. Shrek for $12. In the Heights for $12. Vertigo for $12. Megan for $13. Jurassic Park for $13. Queen and Slim for $12.56. You also got The Mule for $13. Ocean's 8 for $13. The Color Purple, the new one, for $13.44. The Exorcist is $14.65. Shazam! Fury of the Gods is $14.50. Maltese Falcon is $14. White Christmas is $13.76. The Wailing is $13.53. All on 4K, guys. These are all 4Ks. Wolfman is still $14.99. Monkey Man is 14.99. Just Mercy is 14.99. Duel is 14.99. Groundhog's Day is 15 bucks. Gremlin is 15.42. Um, Color Out of Space 4K Steelbook I think is 15.63. Let Him Go, which I actually do want in the collection. That is 15.49. Tommy Boy is 16.59 on 4K. It's honestly probably only worth 9.99 in my opinion. Turbulence on 4K is only 17 bucks. That's a good deal for that. It's a great movie. Adam's Family Values is 17.24. Um, Saturday Night Fever is 16.64. The Firm is 17.53. Footloose is 17.53. Election, the Paramount Presents edition is 17.59. Office Christmas Party is 17.41. The Purge is 17.39. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna scroll through. Looks like Companion's still 17.99. A lot of good deals right now. I'll link as much as I can down below in the description, but you got a lot of good 4K deals going on right now on Amazon. All right, let's go over to Groove. And I think we have a shark sale or something going on, I believe. Yeah, there's some kind of a shark sale. So a lot of the Jaws films are on here for 15 bucks. Jaws 2 on 4K is 12.99. Deep Blue Sea on Blu-ray is 8.99. Last Breath, that's not really a shark movie, but I guess put it on here. 19.99, which is not even a deal. The Meg on 4K is 12.99. The Meg 2 on Blu-ray is 8.99. The Meg 2 on 4K is 14.99. So yeah, a lot of shark movies. You got a Shark 8 movie DVD collection for 20 bucks. If you like your shark movies, maybe go check out that shark movie sale on Groove. All right, guys, let's go back and talk about what is new this week because there's a lot of good stuff coming out this week. Some of this stuff I should hopefully have reviews for out. I don't know, sometime within the next week or so. I got to wait for some of this stuff. I got my Orbit order coming in. My Orbit order has Billy Madison on 4K and it has Zombie 2 on 4K, which are both coming out this week. And I cannot wait to get both. But Zombie 2 is coming to 4K this week from Arrow Video. $34.99 for that. There's also an Arrow original cover art as well that you can only get on the Arrow Video website. We've also got Billy Madison coming to 4K from Kino Lorber for $33.49. I think that dropped to $31.49 though. Ace Ventura Pet Detective, guys. I reviewed this last week on the channel. Go watch that review before you buy this. Please do that. That's coming out from Shout Factory, $32.99. Also a steelbook for $35.99. We've also got To Catch a Thief, getting a 4K steelbook from Paramount for $25.97, which I got that for 14 bucks, and hopefully that's coming in this week. We've also got Fade to Black coming to 4K from Screen Factory for $32.99, which is a really good movie. Really good movie, but I got the Vinegar Syndrome, so I don't need the 4K. The Jet Li collection is coming out on 4K this week. This is 5 movies on 4K from Jet Li. This is the first release from the Hong Kong Cinema Classics line. And I believe we also have 2 more announcements. City on Fire, I think, is another one that's coming out in August. But yeah, this is the first one right here, the Jet Li collection coming out from Shout Factory for $106.99. And again, I'll link this stuff all down below, guys. The new releases, I'll try to link as much as I can. What is new this week, I'll link as much as I can. New pre-orders, deals, all that stuff, guys. I try to link down below for your convenience. Nobody 4K Steelbook's coming out from Universal for $29.96. Thunderbolts is coming out from Disney. It's getting a 4K. It's getting a Blu-ray. It's getting a 4K Steelbook. It's getting a Walmart Blu-ray, all coming out this week. We've also got the Phoenician Scheme coming out this week from Universal. The 4K is $27.96. The Blu-ray is $22.95. The Beyond is coming out on 4K from Grindhouse. It's available on Amazon for $69.99. I don't know if that's going to be the same box set as what was on the Grindhouse site, but it should be for that price, right? Then we got the Mario Baba set, which is exclusively on the Screen Factory website, and it's $179.98 coming out this week. We got Hiding Out coming out this week from Kino Lorber on 4K for $33.49. Also Blu-ray for $16.79. We got Curdled coming out on 4K this week from Kino Lorber for $33.49. Also Blu-ray for $22.49. Then we've got the Blood of Fu Manchu coming out from Blue Underground, which is a Jess Franco film for $34.99. Also The Castle of Fu Manchu coming out on 4K from Blue Underground for $34.99. Then we've got a slew of Warner Archive releases, including They Died with Their Boots On, Knights of the Round Table. Now, a lot of these don't have pre-orders yet on Blu-ray.com and Amazon, so I don't have prices just yet. The Cobweb, The Prisoner of Zenda. Brainstorm does have a pre-order for 2640. Brightleaf, Melinda also has a pre-order for 2643, and 2 Weeks with Love. Then we've also got Rust getting a release from Decal Releasing for 15.99. We've also got the Diabolique trilogy from on Blu-ray from Kino Lorber for 32.99, and also Algiers coming out on Blu-ray from Film Masters for 23.99. Another thing I gotta note here is all of these, I guess, back in print Blu-ray re-releases that are coming out apparently this week. But there's a lot of stuff here to dig into. John Q, Where the Wild Things Are, Generation Kill, Harold and Kumar. But the one I want to zero in on is Detroit Rock City, which is a long out of prints Blu-ray release. And I think it's going for like $90 or $100 on eBay right now. And I think it's Warner Brothers that's re-releasing all these, if I'm not mistaken. But these don't have official pre-orders yet on Amazon, so I kind of question like when and where these are coming out. But the Nightmare on Elm Street remake is here. But the one that I would jump on is Detroit Rock City. I love that movie as a kid. I have not seen it in quite some time, and I knew the Blu-ray was out of print. I was kind of hoping that a boutique would pick it up and do a 4K of it at some point. But if it comes back in print from Warner Bros. On Blu-ray, I will probably get that. So yeah, Warner Bros. Is doing a really good job of getting these, older Blu-rays that went out of print back in print because they just did that with Free Willy. Lethal Weapon 2 is getting a standard standalone for a Blu-ray release. It's possible they might be trying to see like how that sells on Blu-ray. Maybe that's going to inform if they do a 4K release of the second one or the entire franchise. I don't know. But yeah, some cool stuff here. Long Kiss Goodnight just got a 4K from Arrow Video, so I don't think that's super necessary. But The Ghost of Girlfriend's Past, music and lyrics, Dolphin Tale 2, and the original Dolphin Tale, Every Which Way But Loose with Clint Eastwood. You got some good Under Siege, some good stuff here, guys. Coming back and reprinted on Blu-ray from I think Warner Brothers. But there you have it, guys. That is the Physical Media Report episode 274. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Please, if you can, drop this video a like, subscribe to my channel, turn on those bell notifications for all future videos, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.